So this morning we're going straight into a continuation of yesterday of the body keeps the score. And so we're going to go into our usual little mini practice of noticing the breath. But first, in order to access the most out of this little session and transmission, I'd like you to get into a seated position. Now, ideally, you're going to be cross-legged on a floor or on a chair. But the whole point of this exercise is to notice where we're carrying discomfort in the body in relation to the cauldron systems. And I'm going to be detailing what potentially what that means, or what that can point to when we observe that discomfort. So there is no judgment, and there is to be no judgment of where you're at right now. Okay? It's just observation. It's just helpful information for going forward. So if cross-legged is not available to you, and it wasn't available to me, I'd say 4 years ago. 4 years ago, I could only do it if I had a cushion under one of my hips. It could only be for a very brief period of time. And I was sort of sitting in classes being educated, where I was expected to sit cross-legged for a long, long time. And so, I'm coming from a place of having worked with extreme discomfort where this was concerned. I still have discomfort in my left knee when I'm sitting cross-legged, but it's a manageable and workable discomfort. So these are the things that you need to observe and judge for yourself. And I said judge, didn't I? But I mean, just you know your body, and you'll feel where you can and can't do it. If cross-legged is out of the window for you, no problem at all. Just sit on a chair where you can get as upright as possible with the spine, feet flat on the floor. Okay. Now, even just sitting, when we start to engage the spine and when we start to align the cauldrons, again, there will be some discomfort. And that's to be noticed, because that is the whole point of the exercise. Because we're just going to have a little investigate as to where we're not physically aligned with the cauldrons and what that potentially could point to, and what's helpful to know about those areas. Okay, so here we go. So we're going to sit feet on the floor or cross-legged, and we're going to have the pelvic bowl kind of pointed down as if you were going to pee straight down. Okay, so peeing straight down, bum a little bit sort of lifted as if you were kind of sticking your bum out a little, not overextension, but not complete spine tilted inwards. Okay, so that you're creating the question mark back. Okay, as much as you can, pee straight down. Okay, and then we're going to feel the hips heavy, and the lower cauldron is in the seat, it's in the pelvic bowl, and it's in the belly. So we're going to feel those hips heavy on the seat or on our cross-legged. Then moving up, and we're going to allow the belly to soften and relax. We're always told to hold the belly in, keep the belly tense. We're going to soften and relax the belly. Then moving upwards, we're going to stack the chest. So straightening the spine, the lower portion of the spine as much as possible. Again, judge for pain. Don't go through pain. Discomfort is fine. Don't go through pain. So hear your body if it's telling you not to do this, but as straight as you can, the portion from the coccyx upward to the chest. And we're going to try and stack the chest cavity directly over the hips. Again, notice where this is feeling uncomfortable. And then coming upwards, we're going to straighten that last portion of the spine, elongating the neck at the back and the front. Double chin gone. No shame in double chin. I host one. I host several. But we're just lifting the head. And again, we're going to place the head directly over the chest. Now you have a visual there of somebody doing this, but we're just stacking. We're stacking ourselves like those cups you used to play with when you were a child, them colourful plastic cups. And just begin to notice the breath. Now place the hands wherever you want them, the knees, thighs, belly, anywhere that feels appropriate, and just begin to notice the breath for a minute. That's nice, just nice noticing, no pushing or forcing, just noticing that breath. Allowing the belly to soften, allowing the shoulders to drop, and the facial muscles and tension to relax. Okay, so how do you feel in that alignment? Because that is your natural alignment of your spine and of your body. So how does that feel, and where is that tense? Does that feel completely forced and off? Wherever you're at with that, whether that was okay, but you've got a few little twinges, or whether that feels completely alien, it's absolutely fine. It's just where your system is at. And it's your body's relationship to that system right now. So I'm just going to name a few areas. So if you're feeling any tension in the hips, or if you're feeling any discomfort in the hips or in the knees, or if there's any issue with the coccyx seated in this position, if your pelvis is tilting all over the show, if you trying to pee straight down feels completely alien, we have some disconnection from the lower cauldron. Now, this is the most common thing. Tight hips, pelvis issues, digestive issues, IBS, unexplained infertility, could go on, but this is disconnection from this lower cauldron, this energetic source of the container of our humanity, but it's the container of our stories as well, and it's the container of our ancestry. So this is the way, if we've got discomfort in the legs, the hips, the pelvis, the coccyx, any discomfort in the lower back in holding this position and holding this alignment, we're looking at disconnection from the lower cauldron, which is the most common thing I see. To the point where I almost believe that everybody has some disconnection from this area. Okay, moving upwards. Your core. If you're struggling at the core to hold with a relaxed stomach your chest up, then we have issue or energetic misalignment with your inner masculine. Moving on to the upper back. Now, this is a big area for people. This is a big area of discomfort. If you're struggling with shoulder blades, scapulars, if holding yourself up and the collarbones open. This is long-term fight, flight, or freeze. So this is long-term stress. This is long-term, as I say, going into fight or flight, nervous system dysregulation. And what that does is that closes off the front chest. So if it's more natural for you to be kind of a little hunched and the heart space closed off, because when we're in high stress a lot, when we're in emotional or hormonal stress a lot, we find it difficult then to open the heart space because the muscles at the back, at the top of the back and the scapulars, they overextend in order to keep our heart space closed. So if you have anything there, we're looking at nervous system dysregulation and long-term stress. Neck, how we're supported. If it feels alien or odd to have the head held and supported like this, it's our issues of kind of the monkey brain and clarity of thought. Now I'm going to run out of time again because I'm very strict with these timings. But it's something to investigate, and I think we'll go on tomorrow with this as well. So relax now, and I will speak to you tomorrow.